Hey guys, it's Allison, and I'm getting ready to do my load layout for today. And the prompt is about childhood games. You know, what did you play as a child, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of flipping it a little bit, and I'm actually, since I'm scrapbooking photos from our trip, I have these two sort of random photos, and that's how I'd categorize them, as random. And I'm going to title this Layout Flat Life, because these are pictures I've taken of my kids in the flat that we rented in Glasgow. So my daughter slept in the main room. It was 2 bedrooms. My husband and I had one. These two had the other, and she had the sofa bed. And when we talk about what kids do these days, I'm sure that I'm not alone. This is what it looks like most days. They have their earbuds in and they're looking at a tiny screen. So that was kind of my kickoff point. And I decided to break into my box of crayons because it's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I keep waiting for the perfect layout. I should know better. So I am going to use these 2 papers somehow, and then I've also pulled out, okay, so let me show you these. These are from Box of Crayons. I do have a video on my channel showing all the box of crayons that I got. I didn't buy everything by any stretch of the imagination, but I did buy a lot. So this is called That's the Spirit, and I love these pink flowers. And the other side is like birthday sprinkles. And this one is On a Roll. The other side is this geometric. This is going to be my background because I am like never going to use that. So I'm going to use this as my background, and I think I'm going to have a strip or an accent or something of this. I might even just cut out some flowers, although that might not work against such a busy background. And then I pulled out 2 sheets from the, what is it, 6x8 journaling pad. And I thought these could work as photo mats because I have 2 4x6 photos. So I figure if I can layer them up somehow, that can be my photo mats and the colors all work. I have also pulled out the navy glitter word thickers. I've got the word life, and then I've got my light pink that works with these papers to spell out flat. If I need more letter stickers, I've got the letter sticker pad. Oh, that's not the letter sticker pad. I do have the letter sticker pad. This is the sticker pad. But I did pull out these navy ones with gold if I need a little subtitle. And yeah, I've got everything else off to one side so that I can pull it in. Now, I have got about 20 minutes to make this, and then I have a meeting at the school. I know, because, you know, I like to cut things short. Okay, so let's trim off tops of this. And I don't think I'm going to do much to these except offset them somehow. I do have to figure out what I'm doing with the background because I've got 2 quite busy papers against each other. So I have to find a way of tempering that. That's why I was bringing in these more solid colored journaling pages. So let's just see. How I want this. Do I want a strip behind? You know, I'm going to change my mind, and I'm not going to use this. I really like it, but it's too busy, and the scale of these is too similar to the scale of the circles in the background. So, change of heart. I'm going to put this one away for another time. Don't let me forget that I have that, and I'm just going to use these, and I'm just going to offset them a little bit and stick them down. And I'm not going to think too hard about this layout. I think I will ink the edges though. I I realize it's all the same collection. So usually I would ink the edges if I was using papers from different collections, just to make them sort of work together more easily. But in this case, I'm inking my edges because I actually want some additional contrast against the background. It's actually been a little while since I worked with a background so busy. So it is sort of throwing me a little bit. But I'm going to put the turquoise against the pink background paper and then have the pink on top. So let's figure out how I want these photos. Yes, I think something like that. Just going to leave a little bit of the pink border. It's basically going to show up on sort of two sides. Stack these. And then I can stick the pink to the turquoise and the whole thing to the background. I'm going to pull it above the photo so I have that separation between the background and the photo at the top. I suppose I could have put it down that one side. Let's see how that looks actually. Maybe I can't. No. Okay. Before I put that down, I'm just going to take a look and see. I have some strips of washi in here. What if I bring in this navy and run it down the side? Just made a mess of that, haven't I? So my photos are going to be approximately there. Nope, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm going to bring that in, but I'm going to bring it in a different way. And I'm also going to bring in, what other color? I was looking at the green, but there's not actually any green in this paper. It's all the turquoise, so I think I will leave those. What about the sticker sheet? I've got some rainbow. Don't think that's really going to show up, so we'll just leave that for now. Let's get these stuck down and then work on titles, embellishment. And I'm sorry, I like things to stick, you know, and I find a lot, I love Chamel stuff, I really do. And I don't think it's Chamel's, I don't think the problem lies with Chamel. I think the problem lies with American Crafts, but their stuff sucks for stickiness. Sorry to say, American Crafts, but really, you could do better. Okay, I do need some sort of journaling box. I thought I could get away with not having one, but I think I do need one. Let's see what I have in here. So again, that's that green that I don't really want to bring in. And this one has got cream, so that's not going to work. What's on the sticker sheet? Pencil? Nope. That's not going to work either. What's in the sticker book? Anything that I can write on? Not really. Okay, what shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? Let's look at the 6x6. What do we have in here? That green keeps wanting to jump onto my page, doesn't it? have journaling boxes in here? Probably, because there's that 6x8 journaling book. And those don't allow me to write on. Okay, so let's take another look at this. Because there were some boxes at the beginning that I could use. Purple, I could do purple. Bring out the purple in my daughter's coat. Okay, I'm gonna pull that one out. Pull that one out because I could just cut that box and I wouldn't have, because this one's on cream, but if I just cut the colored box out, the cream doesn't show. I could obviously cut some of those, like these ones, I could just cut a strip. I actually quite like that idea because I'm finding the white quite stark. So let's cut this out and I can just have a little journaling box. I might move my washi tape over. Need to go back to kindergarten and learn how to cut straight lines. Anyone else? Could just use my trimmer all the time, I suppose. So if I do that and pull this over, okay, well, let's get my title in place. Where did I put my stickers? And I think I'm just going to run it right up here. I've got these great big descenders on this, but this part of the photograph doesn't have anything in it, so I don't have to worry about covering anything up. I think, well, yeah, I'm just going to move it up a bit. I'm trying to keep I'm not going to succeed in not having multiple patterns showing through there, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. I do need to move that down a bit. Keep it in line with the bottom of the L. And I assume it goes without saying, but I will say it anyways. A flat in Britain is an apartment. Y'all know that? Ooh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to move that over. over and up. Which actually makes me a little bit happier how it's sitting on the photograph. Okay, let's get my journaling in, and then I can quickly do some embellishments. There's my pen. Okay, so let's look at embellishing this. I might have to look elsewhere for stickers. Let's look at these words. Blah, blah, blah. That could work. Yeah, there's orange. I'm just checking to see if there's orange on the paper, and yeah, that'll work. In fact, I'll add a second one. Okay. Don't think I need any of these today. Hello. Nope. Some flowers. And then for Marley, because I haven't talked in the journaling about this picture, I've just been talking about this picture. So what do I want to say for this one? Oh, I'm out of time for now, so I'm gonna have to finish this after my meeting. I gotta figure out, it'll give me time to figure out how I want to embellish this. Okay, I'll come back in a bit. When I got back from my meeting, my children came in the door just after me, so it was very loud. They were, you know, using the blender and opening and closing the garage door, which is right by my craft room. So I decided to just not try and piece it together and make it real choppy for you guys, but just put it on sort of two times speed and commentate over it. So right now I'm just showing you what I've pulled aside, because I did take the opportunity to pull out a few more embellishments, and I decided I needed something with that journaling block to sort of fill in that space, and I decided to go with a doily. And I've also got a couple of die cuts from Glitter Girl. I've got the unicorn because why not? Because everything needs a unicorn. And I also have a camera. And then I have that hexagon, that pink hexagon that's on the sort of lower left. Excuse me. That's from Starshine. And it talks about dreamers or something like that. I thought that was kind of appropriate for the photos of my daughter sleeping. So I've also pulled out some of the 3D globes that I found at the dollar store, and a few chipboard pieces from Gossamer Blue that bring in some oranges as well, and the yellow die cut that's at the top on the right is from Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection from Crepe Paper. So piecing it together, I have cut the doily into two pieces, a large piece and a small piece, and then layered the larger piece behind the top of the journaling block, and then you saw me move the washi tape over a little bit, and then I had to pick up my letter stickers yet again and the washi tape and put the other bit of the doily behind all that. So as much as I complain about American Crafts thickers not being super sticky, I am glad in this case that I was able to pick them up so many times. And then layering the die cuts over top of the doily, I put the camera on some foam tape. And I like that grouping, and the yellow helps bring out all the yellow in the paper. Now I'm working down here, and the die cut was looking a little lonely, so I've added a short, fat washi strip from a Gossamer Blue set that I had got. And then, do you remember that tiny little piece of washi, the blue washi that I had ripped off earlier? Well, I have layered that on top of the other piece of washi. And now I'm trying to pull in one of these globes. I'm trying to decide where I want it. And I thought maybe I could put it down at the bottom of the journaling, but I really want to have sort of 3 areas of embellishment. The next to the title, the lower left of the photos, and then I'm looking at that journaling area as being one big embellishment area. So from the yellow die cut and the doily all the way down to the bottom. But the globe there was a bit big, so I've added some of the chipboard pieces instead. And then the little blue sort of tab that I have put on the far left is from Lawn Fawn. It's like a set of epoxy stickers. And now I'm just trying to find places for all my chipboard pieces. And that one was a little bit too long to go beside the camera. It ended up, when I tried to put it beside the camera, it ended up going over the unicorn's nose, and I thought that looked a little weird. So I've put a shorter chipboard piece there and moved the longer one up beside the globe. So now I'm still trying to find places for all these bits that I pulled aside earlier. These are the word strips that I pulled off the box of crayons sticker sheet. And then the last chipboard pieces from that Gossamer Blue set that I pulled out to use are these 2 arrows. It's kind of perfect because one's orange and one's teal, so that sort of helps bring all the colors together. And then I go back to this glittery navy thicker sheet because of all the smaller images on it that I can scatter around as if they were enamel dots. And that also helps bring that bit of navy from the title throughout the rest of the layout. Because it was looking, I mean, I had it in the word life, and then I had a little bit in that navy epoxy sticker from Lawn Fawn, but it wasn't really enough to help everything stay connected. And then I'm adding a few enamel dots from the Glitter Girl set. And I have this one wooden button, and it's got Glitter Girl face on it. And I don't know, it felt right for this layout. I don't know why. It kind of reminded me, I suppose, of like a mom sort of wagging her finger. That sounds bad. Sorry, Shamel. But anyways, I don't know. It just worked. So I'm adding some of the basically the rest of the gold sequins that I had left in that kit. And with that, I think I am pretty much done, except I remembered that I wanted to add some of these tile stickers down with the photo. But I'm stumped when it comes to what I want the subtitle to be. I can't really think of a one word that's clever that will encapsulate the fact that, you know, she's sleeping on the couch in the living room and I snuck in early and took a picture of her while she was sleeping. Like, it just, there's no one word that encapsulates that. So I think about it for quite a while, and then I eventually abandon that, and I just add a couple of words of journaling onto this pink hexagon and leave it at that, basically. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this. Here is the finished layout, nice and crisp and clear, and some of the close-ups. So I hope I have met the challenge of talking about childhood games or pastimes. This is definitely the pastime that my children are enjoying right now, much to our chagrin. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.